Morning guys, and welcome to the Country Club Johannesburg. We look forward to hosting you here on Friday for the Duckhook Challenge 500. I think you guys are going to be really excited to come through. We're going to have you off on Woodmead first for your first 18 holes. Our big sister is definitely going to challenge you and make sure that your iron play is on top notch. And then in the afternoon we're going to move you across to Rocklands, and don't be fooled, it's just as tough as Woodmead. We're going to have some pins out there to really make you think. But we're looking forward to hosting you guys. 36 holes of golf at CCJ. What a pleasure. Look forward to seeing you here.
Thank you, Bevan. Can you believe the time has finally come? Another Challenge 500. Hello, guests. Thank you for joining me. We've got Fats, Donnie, and Frikkie. We're here to talk you through the preview of the Challenge 500. Everybody on the chat line, thank you for joining us. Everybody who's playing, I hope we can give you the information you need. So, drop down the questions if you have them. Everybody, have we had a good week? It's Wednesday today, and as I saw Pranay put in there earlier, before we came on, is it Friday yet?
Almost, Maz, almost. It's a short week, so tomorrow technically is Friday at work, and then we have another Friday at CCJ.
Fantastic, and it's the first time, so if you didn't know, the first time we're playing CCJ, we're very, very lucky to do so. Donnie Geldenhuys, can you win the Challenge 500?
Well, need to go under par on the first one, and then hopefully some guys gets tied on the last 9. That's the only chance I've got.
Okay, Frikkie, before I get to you, because you will be part of this question, let us have a look at the previous winners to put this in perspective. This is the 7th edition, and we started at Rand Park. We had 5 events at Rand Park. 2014 was our first one. Neil Jane had 1. 2015, Peter Truscott. 2016, Kevin Ho. 2017, there you are, Frikkie Barnard. You can talk us through it just now. Then Ruben Sotz on 2018 and Alan Lowe 2019. Frikkie, talk us through your victory.
Yeah, look, it was a great day for me. I think I played off a 14 handicap at that stage, and I played with 3 blind mice, Donnie and Ryan and Wayne Jensen. But it was a lacquer day. For me, striking wasn't great, but I mean, I was sinking putts from all over the greens. And I mean, Christo and them were, I think it was Werner that played in front of us. I probably messed them around with their shots because I was screaming on the greens every little time. But it was lacquer. Great day for me. Ringer score. Let's just say that,
Can you do it again? Okay, let's just give some focus to the gentleman on the chat line, besides everybody saying hello. Right, I had Pranay saying, is it Friday yet? Yes, Louis Jensen. Good evening, gents. Good luck to all taking part in the challenge. Ewald is watching Quibus from his Stoep and his Braai area. I hope you have sent out the invitations for your housewarming party, Quibus. I hope you're enjoying a new spot. We have Barry Fenter, Donnie Geldenhuys, Dylan? Barry Fenter, what's happening Friday? If you're watching this, you know. And then everybody else. Yes, thank you for joining us. Okay, where shall we start? Fats, should we start with the itinerary? I think so.
Yes.
If you haven't played.
So, obviously it's going to be a long day. So we do ask the Oaks to get there quite early. At least half an hour or 40 minutes before your tea time, so you can organize your cart, your partner, your drinks, get your cooler going. Obviously, go to the pro shop. It's compulsory to get 1 caddy or spotter per 4-ball. For the 36 holes, you'll have the same oak throughout the day. So then we tee off at 7 o'clock from Woodmead. And then, like Maz mentioned to us earlier off air, they moved our tee times slightly back on Rocklands, which is great. So it just gives us that little bit more extra time. It's just basically speed up play. You guys know our rules. So no pins, not allowed to take out the pins on the greens. But they did say usually they play bunkers GUR, but everybody's got rakes, so we can play the bunkers and just rake them afterwards as well.
Fantastic, yes, please rake the bunkers. Is there anything else? Yes, the keys will be in the carts, the names will be on the carts. It's not imperative, they've put it in the tee sheet order, but it's not imperative that 4-ball plays with those 2 and those 2. It's your 4-ball, it's your discretion. You can play whatever you want to. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Then afterwards, we have our dinner and we have our prize giving. It's on, if you played at the Masters, it's where we were sitting to the left. It's you won't miss it. There will be banners. You just go in and you will go into the banquet hall. Showering. The one thing I want to ask is take your own towel, because that might still be in play that you need to take your own towel. And please hand in your scorecards before you go to shower so we can get everything done timeously. That'll be fantastic. Okay, is there any other questions? If you have questions on the chat line about the Challenge 500, please let us know. I don't see anything that has come through. No. Okay, so let's move on with our preview. This is what the winner will win. 2,500 credits plus a box of Pro V1s, 750 ranking points, and an entry into the Summer Cup. And not only him, I think the top 5, am I right? Get an entry into the Summer Cup.
The top 5, yes, that is correct, Maz. So it's another something to play for the guys who haven't qualified for the Summer Cup yet.
And we welcome the new players joining us. Well, let's have a look at the first tee and the 10th tee. The first tee, we have 56 people teeing off. As you can see, right up front, we got Clint Broders and Michael Rubrek. They are brand new to us, playing with Ronnie Volhoter and Rudy Mateo. We start at 7 o'clock, so get there in time. They have fantastic facilities you can warm up on. Gentlemen, have a look at this. And then tell me, sorry, I just want to, the Rocklands is 11:40. This isn't, I don't know where this one came from, but Rocklands is 11:40 second round. The player plaque is correct. Okay, who's a favorite here? Who can last 36 holes?
Frikkie, Defty Frikkie.
Anyone else?
Well, it's a difficult one to say, Maz. Out of this T-sheet, I don't really have a favorite for the day. Maybe pick that Prinsloo. I think he's got a good shot. He is quite fit and small and tiny. Just depends on on his swing on the day.
I must favor Pranay. I think he's doing well at this stage. I think the handicap is going on a correct route. But I think he's definitely going to be a challenger, especially playing with Kevin as well, previous winner. And Nichols got second place in 2017. So I think that's like a full ball.
What about Ewald? He hit some form at Eagle Canyon. 36 holes, that could do him very well. He could just keep going and going and going.
Yeah, that's true, eh?
Yeah, you can't not favour Ewald as well. Obviously, he's been in form for quite a while. And then, Ribotsi had another great round.
Right.
I must say, my pick out of all those guys is definitely going to be Jock Gravenstein. He's my dark horse for the tournament. He came for a VIP fitting with me last week, and he's picking up his new irons tomorrow, which he hit roughly 15 meters further. So we're doing a gap testing tomorrow afternoon. So my money is on Jock.
And he plays with me there, Donnie.
There we go.
That's it.
Let me inform you, I figured out why the times are not correct. So how the Duckhook process works, I send a T-sheet to Ryan Jensen to put all the handicaps in. And then the next day, they phoned me to change a tee-off times. Then he emailed that back to me today or yesterday with the handicaps, and then it's still got the old times. So that's a bit of back-end information. But remember, 11:40 on the Rocklands, we are all off. Okay. Right, how are we going to do this? We are going to focus on Woodmead first, and then we'll move to Rocklands because we play Woodmead first. Okay, so Woodmead. Here is the scorecard. It's a 6,347 meter course, Parklands layout from the white tees. 36 strokes on each side. We start off with guys starting on the first. It's not a very difficult start. You've got the par 4 first and the par 4 second. You can see they're not too long. So if you can get a good start off, that is probably the good momentum you want to take into it. Then on the 10th, I would say that the back 9 might be a bit more trickier than the front 9. Yes, gentlemen, shall we just go into some of the featured holes that we're going to look at?
Yeah.
Live scoring. Let's just remind you, we've got live scoring. We haven't always had it, but this year we've decided we're going to do the live scoring. So that will be interesting. We can see straight away what is happening and who's going to be the champion. Right, so these are the featured pins. So we're going to focus on this. Otherwise, we can't go through all 36 holes now, can we? Okay, close to the pin, par 3 fourth. Then closer than 2, that's very, very short, par 4 12th. And then the par 3 15th will be the other pin. So, gentlemen, let's go through it. The par 3 4th. Flicky, you want to go through this one?
Yeah, let me do that one. It's actually like a par 4. If you have, yes, 100%. So that tree's on the right hand side for a type of a draw shot. Might be problematic for the guys. For the faders, I think that's going to be a lekker hole. One of the better holes I played in the Summer Cup. So yeah, looking forward to that. Just make sure that you carry the water, stay short of the bunker, and yeah, you're all good.
100%.
So, Fricky, just to...
Yes.
Sorry, Maz. Fricky, are you going to play that as a par 4? You said it's a nice little easy par 4.
Layup,
so...
definitely.
Back the 2 points.
I think the carry would be about 150 there. So it's not overly long. You just need to have a good strike, and if you need to take extra club, there is the bunk at the back, but there is the face. Just get it over the water. Okay. Then we were looking at the par 4 12th, Donnie. This one you said to me, I was sitting with you and I said, what should be the closest in 2? And you shouted out the par 4 12th.
Yeah, I really think this is a very challenging hole. It's not long, but the emphasis is definitely on the approach shot, and all depending where they put that pin, is basically going to determine what type of shot you play into the green. As you can see there, it's not a long hole. You can hit basically, better players can hit a longer iron off there. Mid to high handicaps can hit driver short of that bunker. And then basically you've got like a short to mid iron in. Yet again, it's like pin position is crucial here. If the pin is on the left hand side, you have to carry the water, so you want to favor that open side of the green on the right hand side. So play it smart, but I think definitely it's a good challenging hole.
Very good challenge. Definitely no need to take a driver, I don't think. Hey? No. Okay. Right. I will do the par 3 15th. Now, that depends where the pins, the tee box is, because there can be such a big variation. It could be almost 80 meters if you're closer to the back. But if they're in the normal position, it's about 160. I think it is a low stroking hole. So as you can see, the bunker on the left is the one that you really need to carry, because if you land up in the front of that bunker, it can be quite a challenging shot to carry over to get to wherever the pin is going to be. We are not too sure where the pins are, but that would be my advice. Rather take more and hit it totally past the green. Any 3 is a good 3 on that hole. Okay, then I wanted to talk about the stroke ones, because, well, why, that's the hardest hole, isn't it, on the golf course? So, Johnny, talk us through the stroke 1 at Woodmead.
Yeah, this is absolutely a stunning hole for me. As you can see, your tee shot over a small little dam there is like very picturesque. The one thing the guys need to remember, it does slope from right to left, so you want to favor the right hand side. Obviously, the longer hitters can carry the bunker, the first bunker on the left hand side. It's roughly like 235, 240 carry. But yet again, if you hit it a bit too long, the longer hitters can get into that right hand side bunker. From there, it's basically sort of like a mid iron into the green. Also, it's like if you look at it, there's a bunker short right, if I'm correct, at the green that protects the entrance from that side. But then also, as you can see, it slopes down. It's, if you miss the ball on the left hand side, you've got a very tricky chip to get back onto the green. So here, it's basically if you can get a 4 on this hole, you take it and run as quickly as you can.
I would agree with you.
It looks like a tiny green.
Yeah, very tiny green as well.
Very slopey from the back, so
yeah.
Depends also where the pin is. I think you really, really need 2 good shots. A good drive to get in position, and you need a fantastic approach to also get into position. Kobus Skuman says, played there 3 weeks ago at Woodmead. Course is in excellent condition. I think there's some guys actually getting in a practice round tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Lyle Langley, Lukey Jansen, and Adam Ford, a cheeky practice round. We haven't even mentioned Adam. Adam is a member there, and he says he plays most of his golf there. So home course advantage, I guess, for Mr. Ford. So that is the Woodmead side of things. Once we're done with Woodmead, we move on to Rocklands. We played the Rocklands very recently for the Masters. So if you did play in the Masters, you will want a second dig at this course. I don't think it's overly difficult, but it's a great layout. Let's have a quick look at the scorecard. 6,326 meters in total, also par 72. There are, I don't know where that, I would say the interesting part is 11, 12, 13, because
Yes.
the 11th is a stroke one, and then you got back-to-back par fives, which I would say the 13th is more reachable than the 12th. But if you can go through that stretch well, that will already put you in contention. Am I right?
Totally agree, man.
Absolutely.
Frankie, how did your major, you won the Masters obviously, how did you play 11, 12, 13?
I think I made the par and a bogey on that one, but my last stretch, that stroking holes, gave me the advantage to get that. I think I played a par in the end to get that -3,
Fantastic.
to get to my -5 in the end. Yeah.
Okay, great. So let's have a look at the pins at Rocklands. We have the par 3 4th as well, also the 4th hole, the par 4 14th as the closest in two, and the par 3 17th, my favorite hole in the golf course, as the closest pins. And we'll have a look at the stroke one as well. Fats, do you want to take us through the 4th?
Yeah, man, I was actually on for the 14th for the closest in two, but let's give this one a crack.
Okay.
If I'm trying to just put my head around this hole, it's a par 3 with a big bunk on the left. It's quite a long par 3 if I remember correctly, just after the downhill par 5. When we played the major, I think it was about a 4 or 5 iron you had to hit in there, quite the longer hitters. It's a flat green, so basically you want your tee shot just to get there, and it should be quite an easy two-putt.
It should be quite an easy two-putt, yes, but it really, you need to almost, it's a drawer's hole, I would say. Okay,
Yes.
Fats,
Yeah.
you didn't say anything, so you can do the 12th hole as well, why not?
Yes, why not?
Oh wait, this is the wrong
14th.
course, hold on, let me just go to Rocklands, my whole thing jumped, the 14th.
The 14th. Now this is a great hole. I really enjoyed playing this. Short par 4. So also I think mid iron off the tee box to leave yourself quite a full club into the green. It's protected by the water on the right and quite a lot of bunkers on the left as well for your tee shot. So you wanna be a bit more right on the fairway here. Also gives you a better angle into the green for your approach. Very slopey green as well. Get it close to the pin. I don't think it will be too difficult. I mean, you've got 80 or 90 meters in for your second shot. Use the slope for your approach. Check where the pin is. Obviously, just try and land your ball in the right area so it can just feed down to the pin.
Yeah. Just remember, you can easily 3-putt on this one. I've
Yes,
been
I
there.
remember. I played with you, Frank.
Exactly.
Okay, well, now the par 3 17th. If you didn't know, this was my Chokers Club hole at the Masters, over the water. It is quite a long iron in at the standard positions, about 160 meters. The bunker on the left is the one that killed me. I just caught the back of it. It rolled back into the fluffiest of sands, and I took 2 shots to get out. Yes, favor the right-hand side if you don't want to go. You'd rather bail out to the right, chip it on, or putt it on and take 2 putts and walk off, because then you get to the 18th, which is going to either be your final hole or your 9th hole. So that is the par 3 17th. Let's have a quick look at the stroke one, Mr. Geldenhuys.
Yeah, this is also quite a long hole, plays 430 meters on the scorecard. Yet again, drive is crucial here. Longer players can basically feed it through the bunkers, but definitely your mid to high handicappers are going to be short, roughly short of that bunkers. And it leaves quite a tricky second shot. You know, it's basically a little bit of an uphill to a raised green, a little bit of around the trees, you know, and also it's like it's going to be sort of a long iron. So it's the same as the other stroke one on Woodmead. You'll have to have really 2 good shots. The key focus that I can tell all the guys playing is with your second shot. You know, it is uphill, it is a little bit of a raised green, so look at club selection, maybe take 1 more, you know, just to make sure that you hit the heart of the green there, easy 2 putts, and then walk off.
Fantastic. All right, I want to have a bit of a debate here. Basil says I find Rocklands harder than Woodmead. So, for those who have played both, please drop in the comment line, what do you think is harder, Rocklands or Woodmead? I am going to say, me personally, I struggle more on the Woodmead course because it is tighter. There's less room to miss, if you know what I mean. What do you think there, Donnie?
Well, what everybody needs to realize is, it's like it's quite sort of like 5 to 6 years ago. Both the courses actually hosted Telkom PGA Championships. And what everybody needs to realize is both courses are championship courses. And it's designed to test anybody's skill level on the course. From my side, yes, if you look at Woodmead, it is tighter. There's a couple of bunkers or small dams that's been placed strategically, to catch the guys out, where I feel Rocklands is a little bit wider, so the bad shot doesn't get as penalized as Woodmead. So definitely for me, I think, it's definitely, you have to go around thinking how you want to play your game. The tighter course, obviously, for me, feels a little bit difficult, but I also tend to play better on it because you're thinking a lot more. It's not just a hit and walk. You have to plan your game. So
here we go. So far, we've got 2 for Rocklands, Cobus Skuman and Barry Fenter. Also thinks Rocklands is harder. And then Lyle Langley says, I've always scored better on the Rocklands course. So it's kind of both. Some guys are better on the others, and some guys are better on the others, should we say. Okay, that's it. That's it from me. Any final comments, gentlemen? What do it mean to win the Challenge 500? Let's say that.
On my side, I would say that the Challenge 500 has been a very low scoring sort of a challenge in the end. So I think, looking at the last, even for the major on Rocklands, the winner was -5. So I would say anything around -7, -10 in the end might be a winning score for both.
I hope it's not that much.
Yeah, I would also hope for a -6 maximum over the 2 courses, over the 2 rounds. But yeah, for myself, I really enjoy the 500. I've played it every year. I've had a couple of good results. I think I have about 4 or 5 top 5 finishes out of the 6 that's been played. The first one, I think I came second with Neil Jane that won. So yeah, I really enjoy playing 36 holes on one day. I always have a bad 9. So over 36, then at least 27 good holes, which put me back in contention.
That is very true. The thing is, getting on a run, if you can get on a run, it can help you a lot up that leaderboard. But yes, if you think you're 3 or 4 under for the tournament, you're probably going to need 3 or 4 more shots. So that would be my advice coming from the last few years. I've got one more comment. Yes.
Yeah, this year is the first year we'll have live scoring for the Challenge 500. We've put it up for a vote. So most of the guys wanted to see the live scoring for the challenge. So that's going to make it interesting as well. So sort of surprise at the end. I think that might also help bring the scores down a little bit. In previous years, the guys, he's on -7 and he's like, I maybe just need to push a little bit more because you don't know what the other oaks scored. So it also takes a lot of pressure off of you. There's not that scoreboard pressure when you play.
100%. I got another good comment from Basil. Basil says, par 3s are tougher on Rocklands and the par 5s are easier on Woodmead. I am going to agree 100% with you, Basil. That is a very true indication. Yes, that's it. I'm going to throw out a challenge to everybody. There are 8 par 3s. Who is going to go the lowest on the par 3s? Let's try and remember that. So when we do the review, we can look at the stats to see who's the lowest out of the par 3s. We can even do the par 5s. There's only 8 of them. We won't do the par 4s. We'll be here all day. All right. That's it. Okay, everybody. We're under 30 minutes.
Interesting.
Which is fantastic. Okay, the next thing that's happening tomorrow, we're back on air, and that is for Jackal Creek's Sunday Series 1 preview. I had the pleasure of going out to Jackal and playing with Mr. Dylan de Beer, our coach, and had a good day out. We did some featured holes. He did us some tips. It's very important because Jackal Creek ends Series 1 and the champion will be announced.
Yeah.
It will either be that guy, Donnie Geldenes, who leads by 1 shot, or it will be that guy, Frikkie Barnard, who's 1 shot behind Donnie, who could take a title, or it could be one of 4 others who are only 4 shots back. So it's all to play for. So tomorrow, we will see you tomorrow for the preview for Jackal Creek. Thanks for watching. Have a good time. Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Otherwise,
Cheers.